Do you want to learn Spanish? I bet you do. If that's so and you don't know where to start, this video is for you because today we'll be diving into the exciting world of learning this wonderful language. Hello everyone and welcome back to Fluency Rocks. I'm Carolina hailing from Colombia and this is the channel where we rock your language learning journey. Here we explore the exciting world of language learning with a special focus on Spanish. From study techniques to engaging Spanish lessons and discussions on motivation and more, I've got you covered. Whether you are a beginner or have some knowledge of the language, today's video will help you get started on your path to fluency. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. One of the most debated topics in language learning is whether to focus on grammar or conversation. Personally, I believe we shouldn't neglect either aspect. Learning grammar provides a solid foundation, while practicing conversation helps us apply what we've learned. Some teachers and polyglots say it's better to focus mainly on input, while others say we should mainly practice conversation from day one. However, I'm more in between the two. I'm an advocate of marrying both aspects of language learning since this will help students retain, consolidate, and more easily remember the things they are learning. So, let's strike a balance. Now, let's talk about the order of topics to kickstart your Spanish learning journey. Step 1. We begin with the basics, which include the Spanish alphabet and the rules of sounds. It's important to note that the rules of the Spanish alphabet are fixed, and by learning them, you'll be able to read in Spanish right from the start. Understanding pronunciation early on will not only help you communicate more effectively, but also make everything else smoother as you progress in your language learning adventure. Once you are familiar with the sounds, it's time to move on to step 2. In this phase, we introduce the verb form I, which means there is or there are. Alongside it, we explore definite and indefinite articles. And to make things practical, let's throw in some basic vocabulary and adjectives. I suggest starting with household objects, that way you can describe your own house and practice speaking while learning your first words. However, everyone has different interests and priorities and can choose to learn the vocabulary of the topic they find most relevant and useful. Now, let's move on to step 3, where I'll share some useful tips. The key here is exposure. Listen to as much Spanish as possible. I know this may sound nonsensical because you might think, I'm not going to understand a thing. And that's true. Nonetheless, the more you immerse yourself, the faster you'll pick up the language. I also suggest that initially, if you have a list of words and some basic sentences with their corresponding audio, play that audio like a broken record after you have actively studied those words and structures. This will serve as a passive review for you. Repetition is crucial. Practice what you've learned consistently and you'll notice significant progress in no time. Remember, learning Spanish is an adventure and it's essential to enjoy the journey. Embrace mistakes, have fun with the language and celebrate your achievements along the way. Vamos, let's do this! Now, let me ask you something. Do you have any additional tips for starting to learn Spanish from scratch? Have I forgotten to mention any important tips? If so, please let me know in the comments down below and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more language learning tips, engaging Spanish lessons and ongoing motivation. Furthermore, if you are eager to delve deeper into the Spanish language, check out my video on reasons to learn Spanish. It's perfect for anyone embarking on the journey of learning this fascinating language. Click here here to watch it and keep rocking your language learning goals.